Hello everyone, I hope you're all having a great day. In this video, I'll be breaking down the top 25 best new console mods in Baldur's Gate 3. PlayStation 5 and Xbox players got so many great mods lately, and it's easy to get lost in all the great new stuff. So I'm going to be diving right in, not to waste anyone's time, first with Ethereal Threads here by Eridea. This offers outfits that I've been asked about so many times here in my videos. They are all incredible. This was one of the most requested equipment mods on console. You see this outfit here on Shadowheart, the Seraphina's Wild Starlight. A very requested outfit. I get asked about it all the time in my videos. Great for a Star Druid. This is another really popular outfit from it here, and it pairs well with a lot of other ones like the Divine Sister dress. As you can see, the shoes look really nice if you combine these together. Here's the AO Dye outfit here. And here's the Death Wielder's dress. This is my second favorite one here. Now, if they have a little T in brackets, that means you can dye them. The other ones you can't. And this is my favorite, the Death Rose Veil. It's got these cool little physics on it. Really fun outfit. Now, that's not the only outfit mod that's been highly requested we also got. Finally, we have the Femme Fatale Tactical Dress mod, which you can also dye. That's the one that I have on my character here. With this mod made by Skirby is fantastic because you can also swap and use a clothing version if you prefer. There's one with gloves. There's some stockings that you can give your character. I think of all the characters that are, or of all the outfits that feel a bit modern, this one actually feels well tuned to Baldur's Gate 3, despite being a bit more modern of a look. Yeah, between these two outfits, you got lots of choices. So yeah, check out the Femme Fatale Tactical Dress by Skirby. But the most requested class mod is finally here, the Blood Hunter class by Lemon Soup. Now, I've been covering the different subclass. I've already done the Ghost Slayer, Lycan, and the Profane Soul. I'll be doing the Mutant soon, which is kind of like a Witcher class. This has a level 13 to 20 update plan in the future. But what's great about this, it's made by Matt Mercer, who voices Minsk in Baldur's Gate 3. It's a martial class that has ability to damage itself to apply extra damage on the enemies. The different blood curses that you get, you can also amplify them to do a bit more of an effect on enemies, like giving wisdom disadvantage. So yeah, a lot of cool stuff with the Blood Hunter. You can check out my builds if you're curious about this one. If you know it and you love it, it's a very popular class for good reason and made by Matt Mercer. Now, we also got some other exciting mods like the Camp Event Overhaul by Hyperspace Tal here. This mod's fantastic if you're on like playthrough number 100 because you're stuck in Act 1 with all these amazing mods. Well, hey, now you can download this mod and see some new events you may not have seen previously. What this does is it fixes a lot of the camp trigger scenes. So sometimes if you go a little bit too far in an area, it cuts you out of all the other camp events. So this will fix this so that you can actually get a lot of the events that many people are missing out on. This has like a list of them all here. So there's different ones for the Ceramorphosis on nights 1, 2, and 3 that you're likely going to miss unless you're long resting every 5 seconds. So a lot of them here that you may never have seen can now be saw with the Camp Event Overhaul by Hyperspace Tal. We also got Gabe's Fun Pack. Now, I did do a full-on video talking about this because it literally is a DLC-size mod. 21 of their mods combined together for console players. Thank you, Gabe Camamescro, for doing this, by the way. Fantastic. You can check out my full video for the breakdown, but in a nutshell, you do critical Vicious Mockery lines on criticals. There's a full loot randomizer that you have full control over. There's the Mystic Forge, which you get a bag, you put 4 items in, you get a random item. Treasure Goblins, as the name implies, they goblins that have treasure. Gabe's Mod, which lets you put AI on your companions and your summons. Gabe's Dragonborn, which gives you dragon ancestry on all characters. The Bone Sculptor, which lets you craft your own undead and summons. It's super cool. Gabe's Pest, it's a pet mod. The Restless Dead, which lets enemies come back to life after you kill them, adding to some of the like Trials of Tab vibes that this mod gives. Explosives, gives you explosives. The Plague actually has a bunch of different spells that you can learn from characters. It's really cool. Any summon can be a vendor, turns anyone into a vendor. Dwarf Tossing lets you throw explosive dwarves. Gabe's Darts and Daggers adds in new dart-style weapons. There's feats in this, underpants gnomes, death penalties, and much more, and arachnophobia mode. So yeah, this is an incredible mod. Check out my full video for more on that. But we got some really exciting mods here by Incognito Burrito. So the Book of Rogues, 5e rogue subclasses, adds in the Mastermind, the Inquisitive, the Phantom, Scout, and Soul Knife subclasses. To quickly break down what each of these does, the Soul Knife has Psionic Energy die, similar to the Psi Warrior Fighter subclass mod. Basically, it gets psychic blades that you can throw to do your sneak attack with. It's great damage. The Scout is more of a movement-based one that's going to run around the battlefield quite a bit. The Phantom gets the ability to do half of a sneak attack at another target, so it's great for spreading damage around and picking off low health enemies. We also have the Mastermind here, which is kind of a support class, and the Inquisitive, which is great for single target damage, and they can analyze an enemy to give themselves the ability to sneak attack them without advantage. So I'll be covering these all in future builds. Right now, I've done the Inquisitive, Phantom, and Soul Knife. But that's not all. We also got the Book of Sorcerers by Incognito Burrito. I have covered all of these, adding in the Aberrant Mind, Clockwork Soul, Divine Soul, and Lunar Sorcery. My favorite being the Divine Soul. Is very powerful, getting the Cleric spell list. The Lunar Sorcerer gets 3 states of the moon that gives them different powers. There's the Clockwork Soul, more defensive focus, and the Aberrant Mind, I think, should have been in base game Baldur's Gate 3 because one of the origins for this subclass is that you got a Mind Flayer Tadpole and you didn't transform. So perfect for the next run. Download all of Incognito Burrito's class mods. They're fantastic. But we also on console finally got the Dawnstar's Grimoire, which was taking a little bit of time to come to console. This does have all the spells have unique VFX. I'll just go through them here. I've covered it in a previous video talking about spells, so they did a great job showcasing what all it shows here. The thing with this mod, though, one little heads up: if you're on PlayStation 5, the nature cantrips and spells for some reason will cause crashes on some people's PlayStation 5, not everybody. So just a heads up: this graphic right here that you're seeing can cause some issues, but just a heads up on that. For most people, you're going to be fine. And also want to mention the Dawnstar's necromancy spells, because let's face it, necromancers are kind of weaker in Baldur's Gate 3. However, this changes things, giving you a lot of cool spells. Again, custom VFX. You can shoot this skeleton with a laser beam out of its mouth, kind of like Elden Ring Night Rain. Got a lot of really cool abilities here, and the VFX are out of this world. Check out all their other mods. They also have telekinetic and water spells, and they're all available on console. Now, we also got the Pyromancer from Haslam. This is a really fun class mod I wanted to mention. It's based loosely on the Fire Mage from World of Warcraft. And the best part about this is you have a cool ability called Ignite. When you get critical hits, you do charisma modifier fire damage on enemies, and you can spread that around to multiple enemies. It's a fun subclass, and I just wanted to mention this one here. I do have a build on this if you want to see it in more detail. For fire fans, this is great. We also got another class mod this week, the Zephyr Martial Class of Speed and Flow by the Wailing Bard. What's awesome about this, it has 8 subclasses here. I just covered the Dragoon. There's also the Adamant Arrow, Battle Dancer, Martial Artist, Necro Dancer, Neverlander, Serpent Souled, and Weave Dancer subclasses. So I'll be doing this again in the future. Really fun subclass. I covered a Dragoon, which focuses on halberds and spears and jumping around the battlefield, kind of like it is in Final Fantasy. Really cool stuff, and it's got some special abilities. Great for those that like dexterity-based class. Those are my favorites. Now, getting into some magic, we got Rolan spells here by Poppy. And what's great about this is it adds some spells into the game that Rolan actually has. These are unique versions of spells that only he can cast, and now you too can. This gives to the Wizard, Sorcerer, Arcane Trickster, and Eldritch Knight Rolan's Mage Armor, increasing armor class by 2 instead of setting your base to 13. Rolan's Thunder Wave with a 12-meter pushback, knocking enemies prone. Rolan's Color Spray will confuse enemies, giving them a 50-50 chance of attacking a random person or doing nothing on their turn. And then Rolan's Magic Missile, a single dart with high damage. Rolan's Fireball, a really cool effect here. Whenever you deal fire damage, you can reapply the damage like heat metal. So these are now available. Thank you to Poppy for doing this. Big fan of Rolan. He's a magical prodigy. You can now use his special spells. This is exciting. I still get questions about this often. This is in another video that I covered recently, but Sculptors Dreamcache is now on console. So this mod by Tabatha here puts a bunch of faces into the game, and I'm always using the Charlotte face here. There's the Alia face too, which looks great. All of these faces are very well done. Just want to take you through them quickly. There's another one that I use often in my videos. I use the Juliet face here, and the Shay on occasion. I find this one kind of looks like a younger version of Jahara here, but incredible mod. I'm always using this one here. And I do want to mention that they also have another mod, not just the Sculptors Dreamcache, but Eyes by Tabatha. So if you saw my glowing green pupils at the start of this video, it's actually from this mod here, which adds so many unique eye styles into the game. They are very well done, and just add to your playthroughs. If there's a character that you want to emulate, they even have Karlach eyes similar to hers here. Yeah, there's a lot of great choices here. Between this and Rox's Vivid Eyes, I think these are my 2 favorites that are available on console. A lot of great options here in the Eyes by Tabatha. Now into some more character creation. We also got the Mya and Talia head presets here by Set Astarions, ported over by Eclipse. So this adds a couple more heads into the game. They look different depending on the race that you're choosing. Here's the Maya for elves, and then I'm playing as a half elf. Sometimes there are some issues with the faces on there. Talia there. We also got multiple head mods recently. So here's this one. I'm just going to show their pictures. They did a better job than I will do here. So there's the Maya face and the Talia there. But we also got the Char Erin head here by Char Mods. Now this is a popular one, and this is what the face looks like. It kind of reminds me of one of the previous ones, like the Juliet face here. So this one, big lips, I guess. This is great for certain people that want their face to look like this. I think this is one of the nicer looking head mods that is on console, so just want to point this one out as well. And it's also using one of my favorite Jarinsky's alt makeups here by Jarinsky, as this gives you so many great options for eye makeups here. Now, sometimes it will display what it's supposed to look like. I don't know why mine is like a 50-50 chance of showing it correctly or not, but this using the base game icons here, but it will change your character's eyes. or the makeup choices that they do have access to. And what's cool is it will actually add in like Lae'zel's painting as well there. So if you wanted to make yourself look like Lae'zel, which you normally can't, you can. And I also really enjoy that this gives you the cyberpunk looking aesthetic here. So if you wanted to make V, you can now. There's a lot of great options here. This is a fun one. So Jurinsky's alt makeup. We also got the Toaries new CC presets for body type 2 and 4. I've covered this in a few times in videos. I'm just going to go through it because there's not many heads on body type 2 and 4. And this one adds so many great ones. So if you're looking for a new playthrough, this would be the body type 2 or 4 head mod that I'd recommend because it's a compilation of so many of their great head mods all in one. And even have things here that look like Timothy Chalamet. So yeah, Chalamet, you got lots of great options here. This is a very solid mod. And with some help from Patreon 4000, Toaries new CC presets. We also got a very legendary mod here, the Dint 999 hairstyles here. This is by Dint 999, ported over by Eladwin. Now, if you were unaware, Dint 999 was a big modder for Skyrim, and this was a hair pack for Skyrim. So you will note that some of the appearances look a little bit different, but I do think it looks awesome. I've been using this a lot in my videos. Some of these hairs look great on the different races. I really like this one here. We don't have many curly hair options, so it's great to have a choice there for those that want it. This is a great hair mod. I can't recommend it enough just because there are so many options. But I do want to note again, the hair textures and highlights don't always work properly. It's just the nature of a hair mod coming from Skyrim and being available on, PlayStation 5 and Xbox. So great stuff. Highly recommend this. We also got Earrings of the Devout. This actually came out last week and it's now available on console. They went overdrive on putting these out. This offers some cool new earrings here this mod is made by Barry Semifredo here. If you got a certain deity style playthrough that you wanted to do, you can do it with this one, as it's going to add in so many different options. So if you want to do like a sword dancer, Violet's Try, you can do that with the earrings. So it matches the appearance for the different deities in the base game. So really cool. They're all in silver. I think they look nice. So that is the Earrings of the Devout here. Now, another mod that recently just came to console this week and was put out last week was the Tieflings 2, Feline Fiendish Tieflings 2 by Nickjima. So this is an eye texture replacer. So it actually makes all the Tieflings get the cat eyes and they glow. They look super cool. And this will replace them all. So you just download it. Karlach will have her eyes. Mizora will have her eyes. They all look really interesting. So this is a fun one. And a little fun fact about this mod, if you have a mod installed that's going to have a head replacer, like if you're playing as a half elf right now with a tiefling head, this is going to actually change your half elf's eyes into the glowing cat eyes as well. So pretty cool stuff here by Nickjima, solid mod. Now we also got armor here, so getting into the armor mods. This is a solid one for those that want heavy armor. There's not many. This kind of looks like the Mandalorian. This is the way. This by Yes Reaper is a very solid armor. It does have some different benefits by equipping it. So yeah, this looks really cool. Perfect for your next playthrough, for an artificer, or really you name it. It's awesome. But we also got another outfit here, the Hunter by Ren, ported over by Eclipse. Now this is what I typically wear on my character, or not typically, I put it on my character in a lot of videos. You may see it like this because there's a cloak. I use it without the cloak oftentimes because I think it looks great without the cloak. But yeah, the cloak will add a lot to this. So you can put this on and then it's going to make this big and furry. And then there's also the hat. Now, I've been getting a lot of questions about the hat because certain hair mods, and this I guess is a general statement, certain hat mods will actually, when you use certain hair mods, make the hair disappear. This is because in the base game, there's certain hairstyles depending on when you're wearing hats. If you were to do this and equip a base game hair set, it may actually work properly and you'll have your character showing their hair. Just want to quickly brief touch on that because yeah, this can make you look bald if you don't have a base game hairstyle, so you can swap those around. The Hunter outfit by Ren. Also want to mention that we also have the Raven Queen, the Valkyrie Queen, which has been asked about a lot, the Hunter, Woodland Elf, and Dawn Maiden. We have all these waiting on Woodland and the Queen Marika outfit. Don't know if those will come, but we also got another mod. This one did come out a little bit longer ago. The Spartan Warrior Set. I'm still going to mention here. It's kind of a bonus because this is one of the most asked about mods in my videos, and it's been on console for quite some time. Yeah, it's also got an update so it can fit on any body type. It gives your character abs. It's a cool one. For those that are fans of ancient Greece or just want their character to be ripped, this is the way to go. So Spartan Warrior Set. And we also got the Gunslinger Gal set. I'm not allowed to use this one on YouTube anymore. I got too many angry comments. But yeah, another outfit if you want to change your character's body. And we also got the Sit with Astarion here by Hyperspace Tal. So we're getting more of these, and we're likely going to see more of Hyperspace Tal mods come. What's cool is once per day, you can go sit down beside Astarion, and he'll say one of 40 different lines to you. It's cool. I like these types of mods. People that are big fans of Astarion may really enjoy this. There's also other ones like the Book Club with Gale and others that we'll hopefully end up seeing in the future. But we also got a lot of PhotoMode mods. I'm going to compile all of these into one just because there are so many of them. And one reason I'm compiling them, console players can only play with one PhotoMode mod currently. This is because they'll replace each other. So pick one of these, go through. My recommendation, a lot of these are shot by literal professional screen archers. So they got really great screenshots here to show off this mod. So this one here, Sarah's silly cauldron of Delulu poses. There's more. These are great. Great for if you're playing with a significant other, want to take some shots. There's also the Axie and K's meme poses. You may recognize these if you're on the internet. Yeah, really funny pictures. I love it. Super cool. And we also have another one here with My King, Your Lionheart by Artie Henrietta. Another romance style one for you and your significant other if you want to take shots with Astarion or Shadowheart, really whatever character. One quick note, any type of weapon will not appear in photo mode, fortunately for console players. So if you want to do something like this, the way to get you to hold your weapon out is actually to do a weapon attack and then go into photo mode. We also got Axie and K's cute couple poses. So again, for if you want to take shots with your couple, or if you want to take shots with Gale, you name it, these look awesome. So yeah, there's going to be one for body type 1, body type 2, but you can really use any type of body type. It's just the way that they are named. And there's also the Axie and K's hand-holding poses, which, as the name implies, you're holding hands. So you're going to line these up so that the character's hands look like they're actually holding. It's a lot of fun actually using photo mode and getting these shots. So super cool stuff here. And we also got, I guess, getting out of the class mods. I wanted to mention this one here last, the Ghost class by Oakley_CH. The Ghost is interesting because it takes a lot of the abilities that you find in the Ghost House in Act 3 and actually gives it to the player, and you can turn into a ghost with a few different types of forms here. So it has the full progression as you continue to level up. You do come with some weaknesses, but also a lot of other strengths. You become like immune to being shoved, you get some damage resistances, but then you're damaged more by other damages types. So really cool. I also do want to mention there is a standalone version of the Critical Mockery by Gabe Kimamescro if you don't want to install the Gabe's Fun Pack. So when you land a critical hit, you'll do a vicious mockery line, and it's really funny, I gotta admit. And last, I want to mention, this is more of a funny one, the Notable Guardians Volume 2, and Volume 1 is also on console by Cobalt Cactus. This lets you pick these types of characters for your Dream Guardian. I think it's actually hilarious. If you want your Dream Guardian to be a wheel of cheese, you can now do it. Or Priestess God, or make its true form come out and make him the Mind Flare right from the start. So yeah, you can even Elminster. There's a few other choices here. I think this is really cool, so I just wanted to mention that. But yeah, I just want to go over some of the best new mods on console in PlayStation 5 and Xbox, as there's been a lot of them coming out, and I get comments every day regarding mods that have already been out on console. People are surprised, so I try to do these every once in a while when there's a lot of mods that drop that people may not be aware of. So let me know if you'd like to see more content like this, and leave a subscribe below if you haven't already. I hope you guys all have a great day, and we'll catch you in the next one.